Okay, so this is lesson number 1 on cases. What exactly is cases? In Arabic, this entire system is known as i'rab, which we sometimes translate into as cases. And i'rab is how Arabic makes sentences out of words, meaning this is how Arabic creates relationships between words. And I'll give you the theory, and then we'll go into some practical examples. So what are cases? Cases are the state of a word that determines its role in the sentence. That's first of all, that's very abstract, and second of all, it's also not technically correct. But this is what we start teaching the students, and then later on, and I will say this a lot in throughout these short videos, in a lot of these sentences, if you want to know what's actually going on grammatically, you probably won't learn that in the first couple of years of study. What you're going to have to do is travel to unconquered areas of the Arab world, or like desolate areas where there's like lone monasteries in the mountains, and climb those mountains and go to the hermit that lives in that mountain and ask him or her to teach you the ways of Arabic grammar, because honestly most people don't do this stuff anymore. But what's actually happening in this sentence with cases, that's a lot farther ahead in your Arabic study right now. What you need to concentrate on, that cases are the state of a word that determines its role in the sentence. Okay, this is the not 100% correct but very useful definition that we're going to work with. Cases are the state of a word that determines its role in the sentence. What does that mean? I have a word like Zaid, Rajul, Walad, and this role, when I just say it, or this word when I just say it, I haven't given it a role in a sentence yet. And what role it gets in the sentence is determined by what case it's in. And cases bring about a sign at the end of the word. So a sign, in the second video, we're going to talk about all the different signs, not all of them, but the default signs for the cases. But for now, just understand that cases bring about a sign at the end of the word, a sign that tells you that, haha, that is a word in that case, that's a word in the other case. All right, so cases are the state of a word that determines its role in the sentence. By the case, we understand what exactly this word is, what function it's playing in the sentence, and we know what case it's in by the way it ends, by the way the word ends. So examples of this. In English, we do ordering of sentences, ordering of words to create meaning by word order. So for example, if I said Zaid hit Amr, Zaid is a subject, hitting is the verb, and Amr is the object. If I told you Zaid hit Amr, you would know immediately Zaid's the guy doing the hitting, Amr's the guy who's being hit. If I switch that around and said Amr hit Zaid, then Amr is doing the hitting, and Zaid is the one who's being hit. Now, in Arabic, if I said the word for hit is daraba, if I said daraba Zaid Amr, this is not a sentence yet. Or rather, the meaning in the sentence has not been completely expressed yet. Why is that? Because who is doing the hitting and who was being hit has not yet been communicated. All right, if I just said daraba Zaid Amr, the who is doing the hitting and who is being hit has not been communicated because there is no sign at the end of the word that tells me the case of the word. So what do I have to do? I have to give case endings. Now, what we wanted to say first was Zayd is doing the hitting and Amr is being hit. So I give the appropriate case ending for Zayd to be the hitter, and I give the appropriate case ending to Amr to be hit, and now I have created a relationship in the sentence that gives me meaning. So ضرب زيد عمرا means that Zayd is doing the hitting and Amr is the one being hit. And all of that was communicated by changing the ending of the word to the appropriate sign of the case. All right, when we get to the signs of the cases, this will make a lot more sense. And when we get to the types of sentences, it will make even more sense. So, ضرب زيد عمرا means Zayd hit Amr. Now, how do I know that in Arabic, word order technically doesn't really matter? If I said Amran ضرب زيد, which is this exact same sentence here, Amran ضرب زيد. Amran ضرب زيد. Right? We put Amr in the beginning, we put Zayd at the end. What does this sentence mean? This sentence means Zayd hit Amr. Nothing changed. Zayd hit Amr. This is what it means. Why does it mean that? Because we still have Zaydun and Amran. And the an at the end of Amr tells me that Amr is the one being hit. And the un at the end of Zayd tells me that Zayd is the one that's doing the hitting. Alright? Another example is ضرب عمرا زيد. ضرب عمرا زيد. What does this mean? It means Zayd hit Amr. Why? Because none of the cases changed. None of the cases changed. In order for me to say that Amr is hitting Zayd, I have to say ضرب عمرٌ زيدًا. I have to change the cases. Or yeah, I have to change the cases, which changes a sign at the end of the word. So the relationship between the words here, that the one doing the hitting is Zayd and the one being hit is Amr, is determined not by the word order, but by what case the word is in. There are 4 cases in Arabic. We have the rafa', al-rafa', al-nasb, al-jar, al-jazm. Okay, al-rafa', al-nasb, al-jar, al-jazm. These are the 4 cases. So the rafa' is normally translated as the nominative case. The nasb is the accusative. The jar is the genitive, and the jazm does all sorts of strange things, and so we don't really have one thing to one case to give it to. And that because Latin, these are all Latin terms, and Latin verbs don't decline while Arabic verbs do. And so yeah, anyways, so a word that is in the rafa' case is marfu'. Okay, a word that's in the rafa' case, in the case of rafa', is marfu'. Alright? Marfu' means it technically means been made rafa', but it's in the rafa' case. Mansub is a word in the nasb state. So rafa' marfu', nasb mansub. A word that's in the nasb state is a mansub word. Again, al-jar is the name of the state. Majroor is the name of the word that's in the state. So jar مجرور. Majrur is the word that's in that state. So last one is الجزم مجزوم. الجزم مجزوم. So here we can see ضرب, normal verb. زيد. Zayd is in the rafa' state. So Zayd is marfu'. And Amran, Amr is in the nasb state. So Amr is mansub. Alright, so just to review, what are cases? They are the state of the word that determines its role in the sentence. And we know that a word is in that case by the sign at the end of the word. Zayd hit Amr in English is decided by word order, in Arabic by ضرب زيد عمرا. Amran ضرب زيد, ضرب عمرا زيد, all mean the same thing. Zayd's doing the hitting, Amr's the one being hit. And the four cases are al-rafa', al-nasb, al-jar, al-jazm, and the words in those cases are marfu', mansub, majroor, majzoom. Alright? And I'll see you next time.